You are listening to Tales of a Timelord by R.R. Molyneux. Starring Invokal as the Doctor, Hattie Snooks as Maria, Alex Watts as Benjamin Briggs, and Alex Lynch as Raxis. Adrift. An audio movie.
Well, here we are.
Are you sure?
Yes, positive. Earth, late 21st century, Middle American Ocean, the luxury cruise liner Oklahoma.
Late 21st century.
Yeah, I'm sure of it. Look at the hull. This kind of techno-organic engineering would have only been available to the very wealthiest of private citizens, but it was certainly available at the time.
Doctor,
Yes, Maria.
it's wood.
Oh. You sure?
Looks like it.
Yes, it is wood. Canadian lumber, 31 metres.
You can tell that just from the taste of the air.
Don't be ridiculous. I can tell it's the early 1870s though. Must have overshot it slightly.
Oh, of course. How can I be so stupid? This is the captain's cabin, right?
Yeah, it seems so. How could you tell?
It has a bed.
Good point.
And a cot. That's odd. Even in my time, most captains don't bring their families on board.
Wouldn't be any fun if it was an ordinary ship, would it?
Point taken. Look over here on the desk. A diary. Name's been scratched out. Ooh, nice mirror too.
Let me have a look. Oh, second thoughts, you take it. Gives me a headache.
A headache?
Yeah, that's odd, isn't it? At least it feels like it should be odd. Tell you what else is odd. All the navigation charts are gone, and same with the equipment.
That is a little off. Mind if I have a read?
As long as you don't summon any demons.
Can that happen?
No, I don't think so. I hope not. Go ahead, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay. Before I met Sarah, I had only two things. God and the sea. Oh, he's a romantic.
Sarah? No, that doesn't narrow it down much. Any more?
She was the daughter of Reverend Cobb. I have no idea how a woman of such high standing could ever have eyes for a sand-handed sea dog
like me. Whenever I made my way through the maelstrom, the memory of her voice kept me warm. When Arthur was born, I knew that God had sent us a son.
No more risking my life in the drink. The time had come to settle down. Oh, people actually said sea dog back then.
Are you done leaking hormones all over that shredded tree corpse?
Are you done coming up with creative insults?
Not even close.
Me neither. Hey, this would be written in Old Earth English, right?
Yeah, why'd you ask?
How can I read this? I can only speak Galactic Basic, Drellish, and Bozork. This should be nonsense to me.
The TARDIS has a translation circuit. It automatically deciphers any language. You'd just be hearing it in basic.
That's incredible! No wonder there are stories saying you can speak every language.
Oh no, that's just silly.
That's what I thought.
I only know about 9 billion fluently.
Show off. Let's look around.
You know what, I'm not so sure. Something about this place doesn't sit right with me. I can't shake the feeling we're heading into unknown territory.
Why's that?
I don't know. I mean, I usually enjoy that, but this time...
It's a lovely cot. Shame it spoils the story, though. I wonder where the baby is.
Probably somewhere else on the ship. I don't like those things.
What things?
Those things. On the bed.
Those are toys.
I know they're toys. There's something... wrong about them. Can't you feel that?
No.
Well, besides that, look closer. What can you see?
There's a thin layer of dust.
Exactly. Which tells us...
It's been left like this a while.
every cell in my body is screaming at me to get out of here.
Are you saying you're scared?
What? No!
Then let's explore the ship.
Wait! Come back, Maria.
Wow! This is the ocean!
Yes?
It's not how I imagined it. It's a lot flatter.
Well, we're just off the coast of Portugal. Nice place. Love a fish.
Look at the sails. They've been ripped.
Yeah, slightly discoloured as well. They've been like that for a few days by the looks of it. No scorch marks. Must have been some sort of highly focused kinetic blast. Well, that or a pair of scissors. But there's something else. I'm not quite getting it yet. I must set a reminder.
Oh, you have a diary too?
Don't be ridiculous. It's a notepad.
A notepad.
Yes, you write stuff on it.
That's what diaries are for.
No, diaries are for your innermost thoughts and dreams and secret desires and hidden pain. This is just for setting reminders.
Of stuff that happened in the past.
Well, sometimes, yes.
Important stuff. Stuff that matters.
Usually.
You just described a diary.
It's not a diary.
If you say so. Are you done leaking hormones all over that shredded tree corpse?
Touché. You know, I really should write that one down.
You do that. Oh, I just want to stare at the water. It's beautiful. Well, I can see through the fog.
Yeah, it's peaceful, isn't it? You know, for how dangerous the ocean can be, this really is deceptively calm.
Is it really that dangerous?
Oh, yeah. If you don't get dragged under by the current and crushed by the water pressure, you could always get eaten by a shark or savaged by a moray eel. Did you know they have jaws inside their jaws? I wish I had that. It'd make eating sweet corn much easier. More peculiarities. Look, the pump's broken.
The pump?
Yeah. Looks like there must have been a leak. There's a makeshift sounding rod on the floor over there too.
Oh yeah, I know what that is.
That's a shame. I was hoping to explain it. I think it will anyway.
Yay!
A sounding rod is a primitive earth device designed to detect the amount of water in the hold.
Hang on a minute.
Yes. What is it?
These pumps aren't just broken. There's a method to this. They've been disassembled.
Empty ship, dismantled pump, no lifeboats, and Sarah Cobb.
Is there something wrong?
Just thinking about the nature of coincidence.
Coincidence?
One of the great mysteries of the universe. Are coincidences truly occurrences of random chance? Or are they the will of some greater cosmic force manifested in the third dimension?
And what do you think? Since you're going to tell me anyway.
I don't know what to think. That's why I was thinking about it. Well, that and something else, but it's the funniest thing. Every time I grasp at the answer, it slips away. Like I haven't earned it yet. Tell you what, I'll have a look at the pump, see if I can derive any information from it. I have ways of making it talk.
I'm going to keep reading then. I'll never forget the day we arrived in New York. We'd never
I've
seen
never seen
anything
anything like it. Docks filled to the brim with ships and people coming and going from all over the world. I've spent my entire life at sea, but that city filled me with an awe I haven't felt since my childhood.
Wow, that city sounds amazing.
It's a bit overexposed, to be honest. Gets invaded a lot. Weeping Angels, Kalenians, even the Daleks. Twice. You know, this pump has been damaged beyond repair. Looks like it was ripped apart by pure kinetic force, just like the sails.
Twice?
Yeah. And both times involved the Empire State Building.
Huh. Quite the coincidence. Where was I?
Not born yet.
Not what I meant. We set off in the winter of 1872.
The docks were tested by storms, and there was a mad rush amongst the other captains to get out to sea and underway. And we were in such a rush that a brand new lifeboat wound up smashed.
Huh. Sounds like a bad omen.
Omens! That's it!
Omens?
Omens! A sign of things to come. They appear in countless cultures across the cosmos. Birds, for example, one of the most common omens found in mythology. They're used to represent everything from death to rebirth to war to peace. Birds can mean whatever you want them to, but they always have a meaning, no matter what. Birds!
There's no birds.
There's no birds! Why are there no birds?
Well, you said something didn't feel right.
Yeah, but it wasn't that.
No, but I couldn't pick it up. You could. Maybe the birds can pick it up too. That's why they're staying away.
Yeah, that makes sense. Wait, no it doesn't. That's stupid. Birds can't sense interdimensional disturbances. At least I don't think they can. Just a moment. Only 2 life signs within a mile. No, 3. No, 2. Definitely 2. Sonic screwdriver's on the blink. It's usually on the blink. Used to be able to solve everything with this. Now it barely does, well, screws.
It was on the blink when I was hacking the dome too. Almost got us killed, piece of junk.
Oi! That's rather uncalled for. Don't worry, she didn't mean it.
Okay, putting aside the fact that you're reassuring a sonic device, what was it then?
What was what? I'm brilliant with what's. Just ask...
Just ask Tesla, yes. You already did that one. Wasn't funny the first time.
Oh. I assumed you didn't get it the first time.
I know you did.
Yeah, but before, it was a cute historical reference. In 1870, it's foresight. He's only 14. He won't meet me for another few years. Oh, we had a good time. Brilliant mind, lovely cup of tea. Poor choice of employer.
Can we drop in on him?
Had a different face back then. Might be a bit much for him to take. He was never really the same after travelling with me.
I get the feeling most people aren't. Anyway, stop deflecting. What's wrong with this place?
I'm not sure. I feel like I've been here before. Possibly a few times actually, but also feels new. That isn't supposed to happen. It's like I've crossed my own time stream too many times. It should create a paradox of monumentally destructive proportions, but it's all calm at sea. That isn't supposed to happen either.
You've been here before. What do you remember?
I don't know, little snippets. More like little fragments of dying dreams than anything tangible as a memory. Shadows of battles that have never happened, and omens of something horribly, horribly wrong, or it could just be how this body daydreams.
Could you maybe describe how it feels? I could use some context.
Okay. It's a bit like that sinking feeling you get as a child, right? When you've done something really, really bad, but you haven't been caught yet. Well, that, crossed with the migraine.
Oof, sounds unpleasant.
Very. Still, I'd probably miss it if it wasn't there. I was like that with a hand once. So what's the raised bit over there, anyway?
It's a skylight by the looks of it.
Yeah, but what's underneath it?
I don't know. Looks a bit grubby.
Should we have a look?
Doctor, can you scan for life again?
Is there a reason?
Just to make sure that third reading is a glitch.
Okay, good idea. Definitely 2. Anyway, it looks safe enough down there.
Shame. Let's go. Oh, it stinks!
10 crew members in a 31-metre wooden box with 19th century hygiene standards. All things considered, it's pretty damn clean.
Well, they are missing. Maybe it was a ghost with OCD.
How clean is your brigantine? Nothing's impossible. Well, actually, lots of things are. Anyway, not much attention to detail. It's rather dusty.
Whoa, look at this.
Oh, yeah. Someone kindly left a sword sticking out of the wall.
A real old earth sword. I've never seen one up close before. Lovely craftsmanship. Oh, you are beautiful.
Well, these togs do fit me rather well.
Hilarious. Not you, the sword. There's a bit of dried blood on the blade.
Few days old. I don't like that sword either. It's wobbly in a meta-universal sense, of course.
When I was little, my mother told me stories about the wars of old Earth. How they would fight with blades made by master forgers, swords carved from meteorites with properties no one could possibly understand. Always seemed so much more romantic than those mass-produced polycanium blasters. I miss those stories. I miss Mum.
Yeah. Come here, look at this.
It's just a load of barrels.
Yeah, grain alcohol. Look, if someone took the crew, why would they leave this? It'd be valuable cargo, no?
Forget the barrels. Is this what I think it is? It's a piano, isn't it?
That's not a piano. It's a harmonium. I guess music teachers didn't get any better in your time.
No one's played a musical instrument in centuries, let alone a harmonium. They were destroyed in the Melody Wars. I've only ever seen pictures.
Whoa. I am so sorry to hear that.
This is so beautiful. And so sad.
It's not a sad song.
Isn't it?
No.
Oh. Well, like I said, I'm not an expert.
Evidently.
The crew would gather and sing hymns around the harmonium. It brought us all together,
Made us feel like this was more than just another job. They all took turns playing with little Sophia.
It almost made me sad about retiring. What an unusual ship. These don't sound like any cargo crew I've heard of.
There's something about this instrument. I don't know what yet, but it feels wrong too. There's a lot here that feels wrong.
You keep saying that, but I feel fine.
Well, I possess senses that you do not. Trust me, something is amiss.
But we're going to find out what's wrong, right?
Of course. There's children involved.
Well, I may not have Time Lord senses, but I did notice something. There's not a speck of dust on the instrument.
It's remarkably well tuned as well. And look at this.
Oh wow, is that an antique sewing machine?
Don't be ridiculous. It's not antique yet.
Fair point. I had to read about these in the Domestic History Archives, part of my training. They use them to make clothes, right? Seems a bit long-winded to me.
Well, the people of this time don't have the luxury of molecular manipulation matrices to make their clothes.
Better that than this method. It's practically slavery.
No, but that's how they make clothes in a few centuries' time. I think the 21st was probably its peak. Well, actually, it's not unheard of in this century too, come to think of it.
That's barbaric. Anyway, I thought the 21st century was the age of progressive enlightenment.
So did they. Right, now look at the top of this sewing machine.
A little vial of oil. What's that for?
It's an old nautical trick. Helps you measure how rough the sea is.
Must have been put up recently. There's barely any movement.
Interesting.
Okay, we should recap. See if we can figure this out.
Good idea. So, we're on an empty ship near Portugal in a nearly becalmed sea.
We have a captain who brought his family along.
There's a number of interdimensional anomalies.
The sails are ripped.
The pump's been broken.
The cargo is still here, which means that it wasn't pirates.
And the hull is undamaged, so it wasn't a storm.
There's a sword stuck in the wall, so there was probably a conflict of some kind, either between the crew or against some kind of invaders. All the navigation charts and equipment are also missing.
And all life in the immediate vicinity is keeping considerable distance.
Right, that's what we know. Now what don't we know?
Well, anything else?
That's encouraging.
We do know one thing for certain.
Which is?
We're the only two people on this ship. The screwdriver said so.
Piece of junk.
Someone else is here.
I gathered that.
We should probably hide.
Good idea. Can you see anything?
Shh. Coming down from upstairs.
Before the Lord, for he is coming. For he is coming to judge the earth. He will judge the world in righteousness and the peoples in his faithfulness.
What is that?
It's the Bible. Psalm 96:13. He's right by us.
Let no one deceive you with empty words, for because of these things the wrath of God comes down upon the sons of disobedience.
Ephesians 5:6. He's turning. Looks like he's going.
Out of the heavens he let you hear his voice to discipline you, and on earth he let you see his great fire, and you heard his words from the midst of the fire.
Deuteronomy 4:36. I think he's gone.
Are you sure?
Hello?
Doctor!
See, told you he was gone. Come on.
Oh, good. It's getting cramped in there. Where'd he go?
No idea.
I couldn't hear him before, could you?
No. And he's not exactly light-footed. Voice sort of carries as well.
Well, he's gone now.
Yes. Very much so. Only two life forms on the ship.
So it really was a ghost with OCD?
Well, either that or he's out of phase with reality.
How do you mean?
Well, you're familiar with the concept of intangibility, correct?
Walking through walls, that kind of thing? They make tech for that on some worlds.
Yeah, but it's not exactly true intangibility. You're still anchored by a gravity field. If you were to become truly intangible, you'd shoot off into space in an instant.
But that doesn't make sense. How could a 19th century sailor have access to that kind of technology? We barely have it in my time.
It's a little arrogant to assume that every species has to move along the human civilization's scientific timeline, isn't it? Civilizations have risen and fallen a dozen times over before your ancestors crawled out the sea.
Fair point, but it doesn't explain why it's here.
Of course, we could be wrong. This might not be technological in nature at all.
Are you saying it could be a ghost?
No, that's ridiculous. Look, when most people think of the totality of existence, they barely see outside their own front door. Many of the evolved carbon-based life forms of this little blue ball can't even empathise with the people from the next town over, let alone comprehend the infinite number of universes joined together by the tiniest, most intricately threaded strands of reality.
So, not a ghost.
I'm saying that whatever is causing that man to phase in and out of reality has probably been what's bothering me since we got here. So many things I feel like I've seen before. The broken pump, the ripped sails, missing navigation equipment, swords stuck in the wall. The captain travelling with his daughter Sophia and his wife Sarah near Portugal in 1872. The harmonium, the barrels of alcohol. Would you say the captain was a religious man?
Well, he seems to mention his God quite a bit. Married a reverend's daughter, sings hymns for fun.
And our friend back there was quoting from the Bible, right? Of course! I know who our phasing companion is, and what ship we're on.
Doctor, the skylight, it's rattling. It's going to...
That was Benjamin Briggs, and we're on board the Mary Celeste.
Blessed is the man whom you chasten, O Lord, and whom you teach out of your law. Blessed is the man whom you chasten, O Lord, and whom you teach out of your law.
You leave her alone.
Wait a second, Doctor.
Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me.
Benjamin Briggs. That's you, right?
I am no one.
I'll take that as a yes. Listen, we're here to help. We know about Sarah and Sophia. We can help you find them. But first, you have to back off.
You know nothing.
I said back off now!
Maria, he's got a piece of glass.
Last chance. I don't want to hurt you, but I will.
You should not let a sorceress live.
Yeah! So much for conflict resolution.
Nice disarm. Jiu-jitsu.
Krav Maga. Bit ungainly, but it works in a pinch.
And where does a tour guide learn that?
In a dojo.
Interesting. Where's he gone?
Oh. He was on the floor.
Was being the operative word. He couldn't have slipped away without us noticing.
Maybe he phased out of reality. I mean, we can rule ghosts out now.
Are you sure? You were dead set on that hypothesis.
Well, as far as I know, you can't stop a ghost with a shoulder throw.
How do you know? Maybe you've discovered their weakness.
Maybe, but I'm pretty sure they don't smell either.
Astute observation. Yes, it appears that Mr. Briggs has acquired the ability to phase through dimensions. Different versions of reality. I wonder if he has any control over it.
We'll just have to ask him next time he attacks us, won't we?
And you're okay with that?
Yeah. That problem?
No. It's just that for a tour guide you seem very accustomed to danger.
I've led a dangerous life.
Ooh, I think I've got some popcorn somewhere. Care to divulge?
No.
Well, that's not fair.
What's your real name?
Point taken.
I'll tell you one day.
When?
When I trust you.
Now, why wouldn't you trust me?
You're unpredictable, volatile, and dangerous.
Well, yes, but...
You're also thoughtless, arrogant, pretentious,
Yeah, alright.
callous, pathologically manipulative, and a compulsive liar.
So why did you agree to travel with me?
Because you're also brilliant, and you're obviously trying to do the right thing. I just get the feeling you've forgotten how to.
Perceptive. I've spent the last few thousand years locked in a prison which I believe wholeheartedly was designed with the singular intention of driving me insane.
Thousands of years.
Yes. And in many ways I fear they've succeeded.
Who?
I have no idea. One moment I was standing in the TARDIS, and the next I found myself in a featureless white box stripped of my sense of time for what seemed like infinite eternities.
That sounds horrible.
When humans lose track of time, it's a minor inconvenience. For Time Lords, it was like losing a limb. I wandered through the void, crippled and starving and blind until I died. Then I was reborn, and the cycle started again. This carried on until my body was ready to die of old age, millennia later.
Die of old age? I thought Time Lords were immortal.
Common misconception. Individual regenerations can live for thousands of years at a time barring accidents, but we have a set number of 13 lives. Well, usually.
And what number are you on?
Higher than 13.
How much higher?
High enough to have forgotten. Quid pro quo.
Oh, alright then. I grew up in Raxis, capital city of Helena Prime. Will that do?
You're joking, right? I gave you a harrowing tale of suffering and pain, and you give me your old address.
Aren't suffering and pain basically the same thing?
Aren't you deflecting?
Yes.
You mentioned in the museum that you and your mother were refugees from a Dalek invasion. Where does a refugee learn how to hack planetary destruct systems or disarm insane attackers?
I wasn't always a tour guide. Helena Prime was beautiful. Amazing, really. The sky was like oil and water and the seas were a foaming gold. But the government was corrupt, decadent and cruel. Me and a few friends, well, we tried to change it.
You were a protester?
More like a freedom fighter. Rescuing political prisoners, stealing supplies to give to the underclass, blowing up the old weapons depot. Good times.
Underclass? You had money then?
My family was comfortable, more than most. I felt I needed to give something back. There was such disgusting poverty then. Children starving in the streets, untreated diseases became horrible deformities. They needed my help. They needed anyone's help.
And you did that until the Daleks arrived?
Yeah. Tried to save as many as I could, but in the end I could only get my mother on board the last escape shuttle. I failed my people. I failed my family.
You tried to fight injustice, and in return the universe stomped you into the dirt. It's no wonder you don't trust anyone. I can relate.
That wasn't a lie, was it?
You tell me. So when Briggsy showed up, the skylight shattered.
Well spotted. Is that important?
To some people. I wonder if he's going to attack us again.
Not yet.
I hope we get it over with soon.
When I kept silent about my sin, my body wasted away.
Where is he?
I don't know. I can't feel a shift in weight. Can you hear any footsteps?
Through my groaning all day long, for day and night your hand was heavy upon me.
Must be an echo seeping through the rip in reality. His physical form is trapped between dimensions, I think.
So he's in the walls?
Well, yeah, if you want to be boring about it.
For day and night your hand was heavy upon me. My vitality was drained away as with the fever heat of summer.
It's December.
Don't be a pedant to the man in the walls.
We've got to find some way to pull him out.
Any ideas?
Thinking. Okay, I have an idea, but we need to get to the TARDIS.
Come on then. What was that?
I don't know. You feel that?
Yeah, it's almost like wind. It's cold.
Hide! Now!
What?
Just do it!
What is it?
I don't know. Stay quiet.
It's looking for us.
It will be if you don't shut up. We should make our way to the other side of the ship. Come on, stay quiet.
Okay.
I can't figure out if it's biological or technological in nature. I'd love to get a closer look.
Please don't tempt Providence. I'm gonna move. See if we can flank it. I wish I had that phase blaster right now.
Maria!
Stay there. Don't risk both of us. Should be easy enough. Doctor? Where did he go? Doctor? This isn't funny. Doctor?
I'm here.
I thought you'd abandoned me.
You're a bit fickle. I was only gone a second. Come on, onto the deck.
You're a lot stronger than I expected.
I'm full of surprises.
I bet. So, what's the plan?
Okay, so we've got a madman and a monster on the Mary Celeste. Sure beats the Titanic. We have to make our way to the TARDIS. I'll develop some kind of device to pull the madman back into reality. Then we can see if we can get some information. Can you look in the diary and see if you can find anything that can help?
So I'm your researcher now.
Would you rather be bait?
At least I'd be able to get some cardio in.
One day you'll regret saying that.
I'll hold you to it.
Sounds like our beastie's coming back.
Right. TARDIS?
TARDIS.
Pilot boats led us out in a freshening breeze which soon became a raging storm. We almost lost a couple of men to the wind.
There was a mishap with one of the pumps. From what we could tell, it had been damaged in the storm, but in a way which should have been impossible. Whispers have begun amongst the crew, but I will hold fast.
The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want.
Very eloquent for a sailor.
At least we know when the pump broke.
Now we just need to figure out how. It definitely didn't break in the storm.
Any theories?
But once I unlock the TARDIS, I can get hold of the necessary equipment.
What was that?
The TARDIS! I can't get in!
Why not?
She isn't letting me. Come on, old girl, not now. Fine, didn't want to have to do this.
Doctor?
Okay, I have a plan. A very stupid, irresponsible, and rather dangerous plan.
I'll be honest. Poor start. What's the plan?
Well, it's a theory more than anything. Well, a hypothesis, really. The Mary Celeste is a point of conversion for countless alternate and parallel timelines. It's an anchoring point for existence. No matter which universe you're in, Benjamin Briggs must always sail the Mary Celeste and the crew must always go missing, never to be found.
Okay. How does that help us?
I'm getting to that. Different versions of history have different variations of the event. If I had access to the TARDIS, I could figure out what's causing the spatio-temporal dissonance here. The thing is, I really do think I've been here before. I just never asked the name of the ship.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah, quite sure. The details are different each time. The Daleks, the Octurans, the Sea Serpents, foul play. One time it was nobody. I feel like I shouldn't dwell on that one for some reason. Anyway, normally I'd just rustle up some device for finding the cause of this temporal distortion. Since technology is out of bounds, we'll have to try another way.
What other way? I don't like that look.
I'm going to twist my limbs into a Gallifreyan lotus and enter a meditative state. Time Lords have been genetically engineered to sense temporal planes. In a heightened state of consciousness, I should be able to learn more.
Well, that's brilliant. Wait. What's the dangerous and irresponsible part?
You'll have to stand guard.
Oh, of course.
Also, once I enter a state of temporal grace, you can't just jostle me awake. It could give me brain damage.
Not much danger of making things worse there, then.
Right. I'll just get into the position.
You sure you can stretch with those boots on?
Oh yeah, I can fit my legs behind my head. Here!
No, I believe you. Let's just get on with it. Wish I had that sword.
Didn't do the crew much good, did it?
No, but it would make me feel better.
Okay, I'll see you when I have some answers.
May as well catch up on some reading then. We were 26 miles east of Santa Maria when it came. It took our charts and navigational equipment.
It disabled the sails and took Sarah and Sophia. It was like a great metal squid, but rather than slink across the floor, it flew above the ground with seemingly no means of propulsion. It picked us off one by one. We tried to lock the doors and hold it back, but it passed straight through the walls. This monster's tentacles fired pillars of light which could throw a man across a room.
Huh. Sounds like a kinetic blaster. It would show a man his deepest, darkest fears, then snatch him away into the nether. I wonder what that means. What was that? Great. Just what I wanted. Hopefully I don't have to find out what that last part meant. It's on the deck. Doctor, please hurry. Shh. Passes through doors. Check. Looks like a flying metal squid. Check. Kinetic blasters on tentacles. Check. Doctor? 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 Doctor!
Emergency!
What? Doctor, what is this place?
The Primarch military has been destroyed.
It's not possible.
The Emperor has been evacuated.
Oh my god. I'm on Helena Prime. Hello? Hello, who's there? It's okay. You can come out. I'm Maria. Who are you? I promise I won't hurt you. You have nothing to...
Exterminate!
It can't be.
Exterminate! Exterminate! Helena Prime has fallen. Exterminate! Oh no, they've broken in. The Daleks are inside. Exterminate!
No,
Exterminate!
not again.
Exterminate! Exterminate!
Please, not again. Please, no.
The people living in darkness have seen a great light.
What?
Living in the shadow, a light has dawned! Die, demon! Be off!
You!
Take up the blade, slay the monster!
Knew that sword would come in handy.
The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it.
Is that really supposed to help? Doctor?
Kinetic blasters with a hard light pulse.
Hard light. Wait a minute. Briggs, pass that mirror.
Here,
That hurt it.
the beast is on the run. Pursue it!
No!
The beast must die!
Briggs, stop!
It needs to pay for what it's done.
You're no match for that thing alone.
I...
Don't make me throw you again.
As you wish.
She'll do it too.
Glad you're back. Bring a souvenir?
Yeah. Oh, hello there.
How did you know how to injure the demon?
Figured it out from the sound of the charger.
Wait, you were awake?
Oh yeah. I finished ages ago. I was enjoying the story.
You let them gas me!
I wanted to see its effects. I am a man of science.
It could have killed me.
If it's any consolation, you weren't in any danger. I mean, you can defeat it with a mirror.
Never do that again.
Oh, come on.
Doctor, promise me you won't make me a pawn in one of your little schemes again.
I can't promise that and keep you safe.
Of course you can't. Did you find the source of all this?
I did indeed.
You two talk in such strange ways.
Ah, yeah. Forgot about you. Stop trying to kill us now, have you?
I thought you were a conjuration of the beast. Now I see that I was wrong. I am sorry.
Sorry I had to throw you so hard before.
Sorry I tried to attack you with a shard of glass.
Let's all sit down and have a natter. I can rustle up some food. I just saw your stores were basically full.
For he has satisfied the thirsty soul, and the hungry soul he has filled with what is good.
Is that yes?
Yes.
Oh, this is delicious.
I learned from the best. August Escoffier, Marco Pierre White, Colonel Sanders. Remind me to turn the stove off, though.
Aye, a fine meal.
You know, I like you a lot better now that you're not trying to kill us.
So, why do you quote that book so much?
It's not just some book. It's the word of your god.
It is? If you say so. It's not very good.
I do. And don't blaspheme.
Okay. So why do you quote it?
The word of the Lord keeps the demons at bay.
Mirrors work better.
Perhaps. But this creature has already taken my family and my crew. My faith is all I have. Tell me, what do you know of this monster?
Very little so far. What have you learned? You've been here longer than us.
Well, it looks like it must dwell at the bottom of the sea, where God's strangest creations live. But it appears out of the air itself.
Maybe a teleporter?
What?
It's a kind of fish.
I've never heard of it.
You're missing out. Lovely with sauce.
As entertaining as this isn't, we really should discuss our plan.
Yes, of course. What did you learn while doing your contortion act?
More than I'd have liked to. We're standing on an interversal bleed point.
A what?
It's quite simple, really.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, true. Tell me, has your century discovered that there are multiple multiverses yet?
Multiple multiverses.
Excuse me, what's a multiverse?
Oh no.
Really? Has Hugh Everett not been born yet? Has Mark Everett? Have you ever heard of the eels?
I've heard of eels.
Good. I was digressing, wasn't I? I do that.
Basically, there's many Earths just like this one.
I've never heard such insanity.
Hey, this is new to me too.
Many worlds.
Yes. Yeah. And each with different rules and different timelines. For a long time they were locked away. Not anymore. Certain points in the timeline of this universe are flexible. Others are fixed. The Mary Celeste is a very rare example of one that's both. In every timeline, the Mary Celeste exists, right? The crew goes missing, but the circumstances are different each time.
And how did you know that?
I'm a time-travelling, super-intelligent alien older than your civilization. I know it's a lot to take in, so please shut up while processing it. I've got work to do.
You know, for how much you've been talking, you've not said much. Tell us what's wrong and how we stop it.
Someone is using technology they shouldn't be. A sonic teleportation matrix, plus a weak point in the fabric of existence, equals a big, ugly rip. Dimension energy is still spilling out of this ship, enough to choke the planet in chaos. If we weren't here. That's why we can't access the TARDIS. It's overwhelmed trying to absorb it all. Poor girl.
And what about me? I'm haunted by many sets of similar memories, each more nightmarish than the last.
An unfortunate side effect of the fear toxin they're using, and the general existential chaos.
Fear toxin.
Yes. The oldest and strongest emotion is fear, and the oldest and strongest kind of fear is fear of the unknown. It makes perfect sense to exploit it. You lot abandon rationality the moment your amygdala gets a bit of stimuli.
A amygdala.
Forget it. By the time I'd have explained it, you'd be dead of old age, and I will not have my time wasted. Anyway, gas is a powerful hallucinogen. It reverts your brain to a primal state of panic. It's really quite fascinating.
I only got a tiny bit, but it was horrible. I can't imagine what prolonged exposure must do.
Combine that with the shock of becoming desynced with the universe. It's a wonder you're still lucid at all.
My faith is strong, but I'm only human.
My condolences.
I can usually hold on, but I find myself in places I never could have imagined. Corners of God's kingdom too hellish to comprehend.
So, hell?
Don't be naive. Hell is just an absence of God. I could still feel him with me, but the things I saw... worlds where the black mountains drift through a blood-red sky. Waterfalls of bubbling acid and creatures too horrific to describe.
It appears that spatio-temporal disturbance has thrown you halfway into the eldritch void. The only thing keeping you on this plane of existence is your connection to the Mary Celeste. Which is odd given...
Given what?
Oh, nothing. This is all pointless anyway. We should be focusing on how we're going to win.
Win? How can we win against such monsters?
With mirrors. I've already established that.
Oh. Get back!
What?
Get back, pirate scum!
What?
Where have you taken my family?
Get back, Maria.
What's going on?
He's having some sort of psychotic episode.
I will skewer you where you stand.
Doctor, he's got the sword.
Right, come here. Not anymore. This sword is brimming with void stuff. No wonder it could damage the beast. A little heavy on the hilt, isn't it?
I failed you, Sarah. Please forgive me. Well, you're going to stand there all day. Let me join my family.
Tell me, Benjamin, who are we?
You're pirates. You butchered my family and my crew. Now finish the job.
In a minute. Now, why do you believe that?
I know it's true.
You believe because you believe. Very logical.
Oh, I see. You must be experiencing the timeline of a parallel universe. Well, that confirms one theory.
What are we going to do?
Well, there's one thing I could try.
What?
I could force this physical being into the context of this reality with a short, sharp burst of blunt kinetic force to the frontal lobe.
You're gonna headbutt.
Oh, precisely.
Everything's coming back. I'm so sorry. It just happens sometimes.
It's quite alright. Sorry about the blunt kinetic force.
Not at all. Thank you for giving me back control.
Control?
Yes. Normally it's like I'm floating above my body, screaming.
I'm sorry.
No, it can't be that.
I'm sorry?
Just burning through theories. Who could be clever enough to exploit human fears so effectively, but yet stupid enough to misuse interdimensional tech so irresponsibly?
Any ideas?
Well, nothing concrete. I think we should ask them.
Oh, yes, we should invite them round for supper. Or knowing you, afternoon tea.
Something like that. We have a way to hurt them now. We just need to gather up a couple of mirrors for you two, and we'll be set.
Are there any other weapons on the ship?
Should be a sword and a pistol nearby.
I call sword.
I hate guns. They make things far too easy. Still, this flintlock is rather lovely.
I thought you never used them. In the stories, they say you never carry weapons.
That was a phase. I had vanity issues. I'll use one. I just prefer getting up close if it comes to that. All the thoughts and ideas that go through someone's mind in close combat. It's really fascinating to watch. Something to be savoured.
I see.
Is something the matter?
You're just not the man I thought you'd be.
Well, it's hardly my fault if you built up a delusion, is it? Anyway, you'd be even more disappointed with the man I used to be.
How so?
Volcanoes, black holes, satsumas, those are all fine. But guns? Well, that was a step too far. I'd commit genocide with a smile and curse enemies to eternity of torture, but as long as I never find a bullet, I could live with myself. Does that sound healthy to you?
No, that sounds terrifying.
I try to do the right thing where I can, but setting arbitrary rules is very selfish, especially when there's lives at stake. Wait a second.
What is it?
Hang on.
What the hell is going on?
Quiet please, thinking. Yes, that makes sense. Briggs, I think your family are alive, and we're going to save them.
What do you mean?
Well, think about it. If our enemy wanted them dead, those creatures would have vaporised your crew on the spot. Instead,
They dose them with fear toxin and teleport them away. But why?
I haven't figured that part out quite yet.
Any theories?
A couple. We could be dealing with some kind of gestalt non-nucleic being or some sort of biomechanical aggregate entity. Whatever it is, it's very methodical, but also kind of sloppy. Either that, or it just doesn't care. High grade, low class.
So what are we going to do?
Well, obviously we need more information, and there's only one way that's going to happen.
What are you... Ah!
Now listen here. I know you can hear us. Your teleportation technology is sonically based. And since I know you won't show your face to us puny little humans, why don't you just send down one of your tentacled terrors and we can discuss this like civilized people?
Doctor?
You fool. What a pointless waste of ammunition.
Look,
Bullet hole. It's disappeared.
as I suspected, time is starting to loop on itself. If we don't solve this soon, we'll be trapped in this ship for eternity. And useless to whoever's controlling those mechanical cephalopods.
Look out!
Why are you doodling? It's here.
Is it? Ah, right on cue. Are you ready to negotiate?
Superior beings will not negotiate with apes. You will be taken.
Well, that's disappointing. Still, you're talking. That's progress.
You will be taken.
Stop repeating yourself.
Why?
Just stop.
Your upper eyelids are raised, your lower eyelids are tensed, and your lips are slightly stretched horizontally. You are afraid.
Is that what you think? Tell me. What about now?
Eyebrows down and together, eyes glaring, lips narrow, anger.
Fascinating. Well, we certainly understand the mechanics of the human machine.
Eyebrows raised, eyes widen, mouth open, surprise.
You're a perceptive one. Maria, what would be the most pertinent question here?
Well, it's not behaving entirely logically. It should have taken one of us and disappeared by now. Curiosity? Tell me, are you an AI? Or is someone controlling you?
Your species should not have knowledge of this nature at this point in your technological development.
Don't underestimate humans.
As you wish.
Look out!
Three more of the beasts. I looked, and before me was a pale horse. Its rider was named...
You're not helping! Oh!
Maria!
Get off her! Ah!
Stop! Take me instead!
All apes have equal value.
Do they really? Am I to understand that you have some kind of brain scanner?
You understand correctly.
Scan me.
Scanner shows exceptional intelligence, high levels of brain activity, magnificent processing speeds.
Oh, you're too kind. Now, I have a hunch that your motives involve the brain in some way, and obviously I have the juiciest, most delicious out of all of us, so please take me and leave the others.
Why shouldn't I take them?
Because if I'm right, you won't need them with a brain like mine.
Perhaps. Very well, I accept.
Doctor, no. Let them take me, please.
Push. Come on then. Let's get a taste of that gas. I haven't partied for quite literally forever. I could use a good buzz.
Doctor?
Yes, definitely fear toxin. Calibrated to humans. More fool you. Well, what have you got?
Non-human biology detected. Binary decimal system. Unknown sensory organs. Body temperature 15 degrees Celsius. Independent brain hemisphere.
Yes, all right. How about we skip to the conclusion?
Calculating results. Extrapolating data.
Get on with it.
Designation. Timelord of Gallifrey.
Oh, you are a clever tentacled fear robot, aren't you? Okay, now that we've established I'm not your everyday garden variety of carbon-based primate, I have a message for whoever's controlling you. Are you writing this down?
All interactions with terrestrial life forms are recorded.
Excellent. I'm the Doctor. I make armies turn with words. Empires have fallen at my feet. Entire races tremble at the very mention of my name. I've seen the dawn of creation, and I have witnessed its end, and you think your robots can scare me. If you want to leave this system alive, then do three things for me. Firstly, you will dismantle all operations on this planet. Secondly, the people you've taken are to be returned. Finally, you will leave this world and never come back within 1,000 light years of it. Otherwise, I will extinguish you like a hurricane does a candle. Have I made myself clear?
Affirmative.
They've gone.
That worked!
Seems so. Used to love trading on my reputation. Now I just feel dirty.
Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord.
Yeah, thanks for that stellar input.
Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished.
Ah.
What fresh horror is this?
Ah!
Get down, Briggs. It's a Doraxi. He's got the Doctor.
The notepad! Maria, that... Oh.
What was that? It looked like a beast, but walked like a man.
Something from far, far away.
Are they gone? Are we safe?
No. They'll be back soon. Doctor?
That? It looked like a beast, but walked like a man.
Something from far, far away.
Are they gone? Are we safe?
No. They'll be back soon. And the doctor's been taken.
What do we do now?
He said something about the notepad. Over there.
I don't see what good this is going to do us.
At this point, I'll try anything. Let me have a look.
We should get out of here. Those creatures are sure to return.
Hang on. These are the scribblings of a madman.
This surprises you?
Not really. It's just a bunch of random disjointed data. I have no idea what any of it relates to. Hold on. Yes! I've got it!
Got what?
The answer.
Salvation! Thank the Lord!
Thank the doctor.
Now there you go again with the blasphemy.
Look at the last 5 pages.
It's just the word harmonium written over and over.
I never said he was subtle. Come on, let's take a look.
Where am I?
Look, I'm sick of you making me out to be the bad guy.
Excuse me? I can't see.
You know that I need to put in all the hours I can. She wouldn't have a Hyperville to play if it wasn't for this job.
Hello?
Look, I know this recital is important to her, but I just can't. Something really big has come up. I promise I'll make the next one. I'm sorry, okay? I need to go. My client is coming round. Okay, sweetheart. I love you. Bye. Now, on to business. You hungry?
A little peckish. Why'd you ask?
Your senses should be returning any moment. Tell me, what do you see?
A dinner table. There's food on it. It's very well prepared.
Well, when you have to provide hospitality to the oncoming storm,
I appreciate the gesture.
you're very welcome.
You're quite accommodating for a kidnapper.
I'm not a kidnapper. My expertise lies elsewhere.
And where might that be?
In due time. First, I thought we could have a little chat.
Oh, you want to talk? I love talking. I'm brilliant at talking. I can do it for days.
So I've heard.
Let's see. Middle-aged Doraxi warlord, retired by the looks of things. This is delicious, by the way.
Thank you.
Not at all. Scar indicates you had your heat chip removed, which would lead me to believe that you're not on the best of terms with the Imperial military. And you understand the value of good food, which means you're from the upper social class.
Very good.
I'm not done yet. You were reluctant to take this job.
What?
Well, obviously you're a family man. You pride yourself on it. But you're not making enough time for your daughter. That's a shame. That recital is really important to her.
That's enough. You're right, of course. I cut my ties with the Empire after a crisis of ethics, if you must know.
Ethics? What do you mean?
The Empire was once a shining beacon of free thought with a healthy respect for intellect. It's become a cesspit of regressive and barbaric practices.
Yeah. The beginning of the dark ages of scientific repression. All started with a few adherents of the repeated meme on Dorax Minor, if I'm not mistaken.
Tell me, what do you know of Doraxi military history?
Well, I took part in a fair bit of it.
Indeed, on the other side.
You did invade Zabu?
I didn't. Besides, from what I hear, it was glorious.
Oh yeah, very glorious if you like explosions and mud and screaming and death.
At one time, perhaps. No more.
Well, that's refreshing.
So is the wine. Please.
Don't mind if I do.
is this place?
Looks like a crate.
A crate? It's huge.
Yeah. I think we're on a starship.
A ship that sails the stars. How is that possible?
Depends on where the ship is from. Maybe concentrated dark matter, maybe warp flux engineering.
You're not making any sense.
We're floating above the planet in a metal box controlled by floating squid.
Point taken.
We also got here via musical instrument. Can't forget that.
You took your time figuring out the melody.
In my defense, I've never seen one before today. Where I'm from, we don't have musical instruments.
That sounds terribly sad.
Yeah, so suppose it is. We should try and get access to the engines. If we can sabotage them, then at least we have some leverage.
And you can do that?
Oh yeah. Now that I'm getting a closer look at the technology, I should be able to manage it.
You sound like him.
I hope not. There. Step this way, sir.
Thank you. What devilry is this?
People. Suspended in stasis pods. There must be hundreds here. Dozens of species.
Oh, sweet merciful Lord above. Are they dead?
No. They still have vitals. Very strong vitals.
So my family might be here.
Yes.
Intruder detected.
Get down.
So, I dropped the head of his mightiest warriors on the table, looked him square in the largest of his eyes, and said, "Your move!"
Most entertaining. Is there a point to that story?
Yes. Yes. It was that day that I realized that everyone has it all wrong. We go to war over land or fuel or shiny objects, but the most valuable commodity of all has gone untapped for so long.
Which is?
Fear. The oldest and most universal of all emotions. That's my trade. I extract fear from lower life forms. I suck it right out of their tiny little minds. It's been very lucrative.
Yeah, I'm sure. What kind of lower life forms?
Well, I've been getting by on the species of the Outer Rim. A particular popular choice are the Xenotan, very histrionic, nice, strong, high. But these apes, their fear is refined. It's a source of strength as well as weakness. Succulent in its subtlety. It could change the entire market.
High.
Yes, I create high-end bespoke pharmaceuticals for the upper classes of the universe.
You're a drug dealer.
I'm a drug manufacturer. Do you have a problem with that?
Usually I take a live and let live approach. But these aren't cocoa plants, or crystallized calaxian. They're sentient beings. Their lives have value.
Oh, I know. 400 million credits. Each.
That isn't what I meant.
You don't seriously expect me to treat them like people, do you? Look at their technology. It's pathetic.
They're in the early development. But you're intelligent. You must be able to see their potential.
I do. They have the potential to get my daughter the future she deserves.
Again, not what I meant.
What you mean has little meaning to me.
That's a bit mean. And you were being so polite.
Professional courtesy, Doctor. After all, you are my retirement plan.
What do you mean?
You've made a lot of enemies, Doctor. There are whole civilizations out there who want nothing more than to have your head on a platter, or a pike, or in a jar. The details aren't important. We're leaving this planet and taking you to the swirling maelstrom. There you will be sold off to the highest bidder.
And what about my ship?
Included in the set, of course. Sweetens the deal.
Oh, goody.
This way, quickly.
I think we lost it.
Just a second. There! Closing the door behind you. Good habit.
What now?
That terminal. Give me a second. Only 2 active life signs other than us. That must be them.
So?
Let's do a little eavesdropping.
Given you're planning on selling me off anyway, would you mind if we at least finish this meal?
Not at all. Please, enjoy your final meal as a free man. It's the least you deserve.
You're too kind.
He's befriended that monster.
I really wish I was surprised. Looks like that Doraxi closes his eyes with every bite. If I time it right. There.
What did you do?
Switch one of the lights on and off. Let the doctor know we're here.
Do you think it worked?
Fascinating shit. The engines run on concentrated dark matter, right?
Very perceptive. How can you tell?
Yeah, it did.
The sound. Slight structural flaw in the primary nacelle. You'd better watch that.
Perfect. That's just what I needed.
My ship has no flaws. The technology on board eclipses any in the Doraxi military.
You may have some nice tech, but you don't understand how it works. You're like a dog trying to fly a starship. That sounded better in my head.
What do you mean?
This ship has been modified with the sonic rift generator, and you're using it as a makeshift teleporter. Where did you even get it from?
I don't discuss my contacts.
A sonic rift generator. Of course. Come on, we need to get to engineering.
Do you have any idea what you've done?
My job.
Oh dear. Your brute force approach has ruptured a fixed point in time, creating a fountain of alternate realities co-inhabiting the same spatial plane.
What are
Quiet,
you?
please, Mr. Superior Intellect. A grown-up is talking now. Now, if it wasn't for my ship, the entire planet would have been consumed by now. You would have murdered a world and created a tipping point in the fabric of existence.
How awful. Thank you, Doctor. You arrived just in time.
You mean you'll stop?
Of course. Once I've sold you, I'll have enough to retire.
That's not what I meant.
Come on. It's just down here.
Wait a moment. It can't be.
What is it?
Those containers. Look inside.
Is that?
Yes. It's my crew. Oh, sweet, merciful God in heaven, it's my family.
Vital signs are strong.
Oh, Sarah. Oh, little Sophia, I'm coming.
Can I just say, you seem different.
Different.
Yeah, sort of normal, I guess.
My mind has become clearer, I can't deny.
Eye of the storm, I suppose. It's just through here. Come on.
What wondrous contraption is this?
Dark magical. Powers the entire ship.
What are we gonna do?
Rig it to explode.
Intruder detected. Drop stasis fields.
We've been had.
Well, that complicates things.
Oh, it appears we have a couple of uninvited guests. A couple of humans in the storage bay.
You don't seem very bothered.
Not at all. Just give me a moment to guess them.
Wait a second. Don't you see? You have a golden opportunity to learn something.
Go on.
Ignore them. Let the robots do their job. If you're right about humanity, then they'll be caught in no time. If not, well...
I like the sound of that. Let's make things interesting.
Go on.
If your pets manage to evade my security systems and escape, then I'll let you go. If my robots capture your intruders, you come with me and surrender the secrets of your blue box. I have associates who'll be very interested in a working time machine.
Why are you offering me a way out? You hold all the cards.
All the what?
Sorry. Earth expression. I mean, you have every advantage.
Well, I am a gentleman. Besides, curiosity compels me to... Where have they gone? What have they done to my robots?
Well, not every advantage.
Come on. This way.
Ah, look out! Another!
Intruders located.
Ah!
Maria!
Take the mirror.
Got it!
Intruder.
It's dead. Amazing how such terrible creatures are so easy to defeat. Are you alright?
I'll be fine. Ow! Pack's quite a wallop, though. Oh, I think it dislocated my shoulder.
Do you need,
No, I'm good. Let's keep moving. We need to disable the security feed before we head to engineering.
You seem very familiar with wonders like this. Where are you from?
Well, I suppose at this point there's little point in being coy. I'm from another planet. Far, far away. I'm also from the future. Haven't quite got my head around that one myself, to be honest.
Incredible. God's creation is more massive than I could ever have imagined.
Whatever makes you happy. Through here. We need to make a quick stop.
Why? I thought we were going to the engine.
See that glass orb up there on the ceiling?
Oh, yes.
Think of them as little mechanical eyes. The creature that took your family can watch us through them.
Then why didn't he send his monster after us the moment we got on board?
He doesn't seem very attentive. Probably doesn't think we're worth paying attention to.
Pride goes before destruction.
True. You'll notice this, though.
Impossible!
This Bramovar steak is delicious. Is something the matter?
Your pet apes have gummed up my security feed.
Oh, you noticed that? Well done.
It means nothing. The female is wounded, and I still have an army of robots between them and engineering.
How many robots do you have left?
4.
Oh dear. However will they prevail?
Oh, that's not all I have, Doctor.
Oh?
Yes, but I'd rather not spoil the surprise. Look at the screen.
An empty room? Wait, how could you have a camera feed? With multiple angles?
The other cameras were installed for the purposes of security. They have their own dedicated control terminal.
And what about these?
Entertainment.
It's very dark in here.
Very big, too. Look at how high the ceiling is.
There's something in the shadows. I can see it moving.
I can smell it. Ugh, decayed fish. Bit of a chemical undertone. Oh no. I know that cry. It was on the teardrop database. Quick! Back the way we came.
The door is gone. It's shrouded in darkness. What do we do?
That isn't darkness. This way, now!
The walls. They have eyes. How is that possible?
Those aren't walls. I know what this is.
What?
A Shoggoth! Where did you get a Shoggoth?
Came with the teleporter.
Huh, bargain.
You don't seem shocked. You're familiar with the Shoggoth?
Oh yeah. Gelatinous slave race created by the Elder Things. They were genetically engineered to be the perfect builders. Impervious to any physical harm, capable of shifting into any shape, and able to create organs at will.
Intriguing. All I knew was how good they are at killing.
Yeah, they do have a talent for murder. The Elder Things discovered it when they rebelled after developing enough intelligence to recognise their own slavery. How very appropriate.
What is?
Oh, nothing you'd appreciate.
Any ideas?
No.
So, this is the end.
We came so close. If we could have just gotten to engineering.
I'm sorry, Sarah.
I'm gonna die in a museum piece. I lost a bet.
Tell me, if you'd gotten there, could you save my family?
Well, yes, but
Understood. I'll distract this monster, and you make a run for it.
no! You have to survive. For your family.
No. I have to die for them. When the creature comes for me, slip past it. Save Sarah. Save Sophia. And save your doctor if you really think it necessary.
Well, he is my ride.
My condolences. Goodbye, Maria. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Goodbye, Benjamin.
Do not lose heart. Though outwardly we are wasting away, inwardly we are being renewed day by day. For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that outweigh... Oh, it's in my mouth. The lot girls from the future.
Oh, that was quite the speech. What do you think, Doctor? Doctor? Oh, come on. Don't tell me you don't admire the splendor of nature. Oh, don't be such a sore loser.
He was a good man.
He was an insane, superstitious savage. The only reason you're able to empathize with them is because you happen to bear a resemblance. God, for such an arrogant lot, you Time Lords really are cursed with being on the same evolutionary path as these stunted little mammals.
You're wrong.
I hardly think so. Your little pawns are being devoured by my pet.
Oh no, you're right about that. You've won. Bravo. Congrats, Rax. That's not what you're wrong about.
Oh?
You think humans are stunted.
Well, they aren't exactly impressive.
Tell me, how long have the Doraxi had access to spaceflight?
Around 10,000 years?
In that time you can barely operate a transmat properly without almost drowning a level 5 planet in temporal chaos.
So? These monkeys murder and enslave each other because of differing melanin levels. It's barbaric.
Yes. A temporary fault though, I assure you. In 300 years they'll have developed time travel. In 700 years, genetic engineering will have eliminated wisdom teeth. Thousands of years from now, Doraxi warriors will be stuffed and mounted in human museums billions of light years away. In the long game of survival and supremacy, you lose.
That's impossible.
Is it?
What was that?
Hello there. Can you hear me? Is this on?
Good to hear from you, Maria. Sorry about Benjamin.
So am I.
What is the meaning of this?
Hello there. Am I speaking to the owner of this vessel?
You are?
Pleased to meet you. Let me explain the situation.
What?
I've hacked into the control terminal of your ship's dark matter core. As of right now, I've shut down everything except the life support and the communications array. We're adrift in space.
What?
Here's the deal. You release every single one of your prisoners into our custody, and you can go free. Turn the other cheek and all that.
And if I don't?
If you don't, I'll detonate the core, killing all of us. So there you go.
What?
Those are my terms. Make your choice. Oh, and before you try and send your robots after me, you should know I switched those off too.
How could an ape like you even comprehend the complexity of my technology?
I'm from the future. In my time, these are museum pieces.
Impossible.
Doctor,
Yeah?
your restraints have been disabled. You should be able to turn off the transmat from there.
Excellent work.
You stay right there.
Touch him and I'll disable the life support. He'll last a lot longer than you.
Possible. Beat me.
There we go. The TARDIS should be able to absorb the residual interversal energy now. We'll have to relocate people though. Can't have them blundering about the 19th century, blathering about aliens. There's already too much of that.
Any ideas?
Yeah, I know a place that'll be perfect.
Okay. I deactivated the transmat. You're right. The TARDIS is absorbing the rest of the energy.
Well, I have to say, you win, Doctor. It appears I may have underestimated humanity. Suppose I can see their value, ingenuity, and will to survive. I surrender.
Excellent. Once we load the stasis pods into the TARDIS, you're free to go. I hope you've learned from this.
What does he mean, you win?
Oh, I had a little bet going with him that you'd do something along these lines.
Oh,
Going after the engines. Just as I thought.
wait. What do you mean, just as you thought?
Well, I knew you were familiar with Doraxi technology and history. I figured if you got onto the ship by dropping that hint, you'd handle the rest by yourself.
So you used me as a pawn?
Yes, and now hundreds of people are safe. Well, more of a night, really.
So who's the Queen?
The TARDIS, of course. Oh no. Oh no. No! No, 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 no!
What's wrong?
I've made a terrible error. Oh, what a stupid mistake, Maria. I'm so sorry. I'm so very, very sorry.
What is it, Doctor?
I left the stove on.
You've been listening to Tales of a Timelord by R.R. Molyneux. Produced by and starring Invokal as the Doctor. Starring Hattie Snooks as Maria, Alex Watts as Benjamin Briggs, Alex Lynch as Raxis. Music by Merlin.